Hello and welcome to this week's 30 Minutes of Awesome. I'm Justin. We're waiting for the man, the myth, the legend, Jeffrey Turnmire. I'm kind of trying to kill some dead space. I know we got like 3 minutes before we start. Let's go ahead and let's do something a little different. Put in the chat where you're from and what y'all did yesterday for the 4th of July. All right, we got Robert from Kentucky. Welcome, Robert. Do we have any first time listeners? Was it a long time listener, first time callers? Any long time listener, first time callers here? Oh, you vegged, huh? And that didn't last long. There's the man, the myth, and the legend himself.
Hey, everybody. In here. Let's see. All right. Looks like Kimberly's here. So y'all having a party without me here. All right. Hey, Frank. Hey, Dan. Hey, Jacqueline. JK. Roger. Todd. Looks like I'm now the host. Share. Oh, unshare that. Change my camera. There we go. Ready. One second, I'll get the screen share. Got the wrong presentation. There we go. And screen share. Screen. Come back. We are live on YouTube. Cool. All right. So we got 9 people on YouTube, about 100 people in Zoom. Good to see everybody. If you're brand new here, make sure you let me know in the chat. Almost look alive. All righty. All right, all right. Good to see everybody. Ron, brand new, huh? Well, we're going to try to get you up to speed on what I do, and it is 5 o'clock. So welcome, everybody. Like I said, if you're new, hit me up in YouTube or on Zoom. This is being live streamed to YouTube, so you can go back and watch it on YouTube at any point. If you have to leave and come back, you can go play it straight on YouTube and fast forward it to where you left off. So Kimberly is in the crowd tonight. I saw her talking. Justin, I'm one of my people in my company that helps me out greatly getting stuff posted and alerts out. He's here. So we're going to try to make this a great experience. I am Jeffrey Turnmire. If you're unfamiliar, I'm an Eagle Scout. I make it my duty to try to help other people at all times in this trading game, trying to navigate the markets. So we have three big topics today. Number one, let's talk about the fact that we are in a recession. It's not, we're not staring down a recession or anything like that. We're in a recession. I'm going to talk about it. And then number two, we're going to take fan favorites, your stock picks. As always, I'm going to go through the charts, let you know what I see, do my best to give you a big picture idea on them just as fast as I can, so we get as many covered as possible. Like I said, there's well over 100 people here, so we'll do the best we can there. And then as we part today, I'm going to give you a little bit of teaser on how I hit a 650% win today. That's pretty crazy. It was actually 2 trades combined. We did a little flash meeting back at 3:00 talking about it, and we'll do a little encore preview of that trade today. So, all right, Ron, welcome. Glad you're here to join us. New, not new. Everybody, I think half the crowd will say they're new all the time. I've always got a different take on the market. And let's jump into it. I've been trading since like 3rd grade. I played the stock market game in school. When I turned 18 and opened a real money account, and here we are some 25-ish years later or something like that, and still trading. And back in 2021, I met Rob Booker before 2021, but in 2021, he helped me launch Echo Trades to the world and help teach other people to do what I do. I've got a few different products now, a few different alerts, a few different ways to trade. I have a little bit of something for everybody. I trade as a kind of a package deal. There's no one trade that I always do. I'm always kind of spreading around doing a few different things. Right now, the thing that's hitting the most is OBA, opening bell alerts, and I'll talk about that in number 3. So today, we are in a recession. All right. Everything I found online, Wikipedia, Investopedia, on and on, they all say, dictionary.com says a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP. Now, Q1, if you're unaware, we had negative 1.6%. That's the current. All the data is hindsight. It's all post. It gets revised as new numbers come in. So right now, we're at a negative 1.6% for Q1 2022. Q2, just as it was wrapping up last week on Thursday, the Atlanta Fed announced that they expected that we would see a negative 1% Q2 GDP. Today, this morning, they revised it to negative 2.1% for Q2. It's getting worse. That's like 110% worse than what they originally thought last week. So the numbers for Q2 are not great. Now, with 2 consecutive quarters being the recession, that means that we started the recession back in either in Q1 or before Q1. Now, NASDAQ, big tech and crypto and things with price to sales over 20 all topped out back in November. I was talking about, Powell going to have to potentially crash the market and stuff like that. Well, it looks like we were overheated and that was timely. And we started what has now become the recession as we've moved into 2022 here. Now we've got, a confirmed, virtually a confirmed 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP, which indicates that we have a contraction in the economy. And that's what a recession is. So all the mainstream media talking about we're staring down the barrel of a recession. Well, welcome to the recession. We're in, we're probably 6 to 8 months in, 6-7 months in. So I just based on trading and being in the trenches every day, I think it probably started in earnest around Thanksgiving or the week thereafter. Options volume got really weird. Options trading got really weird. A lot of the premium started evaporating out, and it's just been tough going since about that end of November, beginning of December timeframe. So That puts us roughly 7 months into this thing at this point. So if you got questions about it, kick them into the chat. I was talking about the PPI last week. If you are unfamiliar with that, go watch last week's video. So let's jump out of this slideshow really quick and jump over to the charts. So start out, I'm going to look at the futures a little bit because they're continuous charts. This is the S&P 500 futures right here. And we've kind of done this 1-2 type of setup. And looking at the S&P 500 right here, the actual index, we did kind of a 5-wave move up into this high right here. And then we pulled back very quickly to a 618 level. And this was the lowest low right back here on the 29th, I think it was. And we've kind of made this 3-wave move up and our deep retrace right back, just making a higher low today. We did close. This isn't the final chart for the day. We did close right back up in this area right here at the end of the day. So this is a potential bounce. The wave 3 target all the way up here, right around 42.40 if we were able to muster that. Now it's going to be a 5-wave type move, so we're going to see some pullbacks and some volatility as we go. If this is the count, there is a risk that we break down and retest this low back down here around 3,600. So there is a risk right now. It's kind of a big risk with this 3-wave move situation that we have. This was like a 3-wave move of 3-wave moves. There was no like C wave to this that really looked good. So this is just it's all messy. That's the best way I can describe it right now. There's no clear-cut path right now. It's not a clear-cut path higher. It's not a clear-cut path lower. My primary expectation really is just a sideways chop for a few days until we can resolve this area right here. So how do you know when the recession is over? So that's a big thing. The economy's got to start turning. GDP, there's an economic board that actually declares a recession, and when it happens, they just declared a 2-month-long recession during COVID, and they will actually be the official say on the recession, even though all signs are pointing to the fact that this thing began months ago, and we've been in this correction. The markets have been down, sales have been down. Companies have been having a hard time with their inventory control and predicting purchasing, like Target and Walmart, Amazon, stuff like that. So it all points to this thing's been going on. And how do we know that things are getting better? Well, you won't really know until we've already turned the bottom. That's there's not going to be any nobody ringing the bell until things start improving. Now the economic people, they won't know. It'll probably be 6 months later before they even know that we ended it. They kind of lag that much. So it's really hard to know when we started, and it's hard to know when we get out. I'll do my best to keep you updated on the things I know and see as we move along here. Now, if the market can set up a bullish pattern and start making positive progress, that's a leading indicator that the economy is kind of rounding out the bottom and people are starting to invest in things, and we'll probably see some expansion in the GDP instead of contraction. All right. Jumping on back over the charts. NASDAQ, same sort of situation, a higher low setup, pulling up just a little bit here into the close. S&P 500 pushing up just a little bit above the lows there. So all looking positive on the futures for a move higher. Now, the only thing is it just kind of looks a little bit corrective, and which could lead to a retrace lower to retest this low from last week. So I'm just like, caution, red flag. We don't want to see that drop lower, really, but it may. I mean, I've got the target down there on the chart that we could see a push lower. So just be cautious right now. That's the best advice I have. Now, oil, making progress on getting to my target. Had this target on there for months. If you've been coming to these, if you haven't been coming to these, you can go back for weeks and weeks. I've been calling for this decline in oil down to a 75 to 80 area. That's my primary target. And it could end up 85 can complete this, or, it can push on down to the low 70s. If we got extension, it could, I'll try to keep you posted. 67 there is the low target I have right now. And, right now we're touching what would be the roadmap line. Just came in and found a little bit of support into the close today. So I expect to see that push on down through there, and we get a 5-wave move down into this C area right down here, 75 to 80. So if you weren't on top of that type move, well, that's probably what's going to happen in oil and energy for the near future. Once we get down here, though, that sets up a big potential for it to rally to 150 to 200 area. So I'm going to be warning you all the way along, especially if we turn at any of these key areas like 85 or down here at around 75. If we find support there and turn sharply, that's going to be a big warning. Go along something like UCO or USO. Keep coming back. I'll try to stay on top of it. Gold getting a big pullback. I've kind of been harping on this for a few weeks that we could see a deeper pullback back down in this 1620 area that we visited last summer on gold. I guess it was 1670 really was the lows from last year, and 1620 kind of completes the extension if we were to dip down that far. So watch out for that. Unless gold can, get a Hail Mary stick save type situation, it's probably on the way down to those lower lows right now. It's just the way it looks. Bitcoin showing some strength. Yesterday, nice big green candle. Today had a big range. It's like I went to bed last night. Bitcoin's up, $900. Wake up this morning, back down $900. I was like, what the heck is going on? And now it's kind of a green doji here. One of the big things I always talk about is the fact if Bitcoin and Ethereum can make 3 green days in a row together, then it usually kicks off a run. Right now, at the moment, it looks like Bitcoin got 2 green days and a red day, and Ethereum got 3 green days and now having a red day today while Bitcoin's having a green day. So not so sure we're going to get 3 green days in a row. Just be cautious there. All right. Now it's time for requests. If you got a request, kick it in there. I'll do my best to get them all covered. We'll do that for at least probably 15 minutes or so. I'll go as fast as I can, get as many as I can. All right, CPE. First one I see in here. I see some in YouTube. I'll try to get those too. I'm just going to look at these on a daily chart and give you my high level expectation here. So this one right now, breaking the lows. It's had for, last 8-9 months. Doesn't look too positive. May return to this support level down here. That would be I would caution if you're in that one long, you may see a move back down to this 25 area. All right. I see UNG. Yeah, getting a little deeper retrace than I hoped for, but I'm long into a January contract. So this is starting to look like an echo of the move it did earlier in the year. So let's remove that. Right there to there. And yeah, just a little bit more. It's about to find some support on the weekly 144 EMA right there. So looking for a bounce right in this area. Say around 17-18 area right there. Still looking for this bigger move up. Won't really know the target until we get there. They're looking at shutting down the Nord Stream pipeline 2, Nord Stream 1, I guess, pipeline from Russia to Germany, and it may never reopen, which will be very positive influence for higher prices on gas going into the winter if that never reopens after they shut it down for cleaning. So just be careful there. UCO is the next one I see. Yeah, just working on the retrace there. Have a whole bunch of stuff up there. So, it looks like it had a split 4 for 1. Probably why all my drawings don't match anything anymore. Yeah, so 4 for 1 split. That's a nice 3-wave retrace there. You can look for a little deeper move. Looks like maybe pushing 30. So, all right. Next up, I see MU. All right, that's yeah. Found resistance when it bounced here and lower low. The next moves down, has support down in this area right here. Comes from this stuff back here. Looks like we're probably going to test this 47-48 area right at the top of that box. And if the top of the box doesn't hold, then it'll probably come all the way down to the bottom, somewhere around 41, 42. All right. Next up, NRZ. Looks like nothing clear on the NRZ, not MRZ. There we go. Still, that looks messier than the last one. That's a downtrend. I would expect lower prices until it can break back above that 144 EMA, which we'll come across right in there. So right now, that's set up for lower prices. Could potentially, retest way back down in here. Yeah, that one doesn't look too hot right now. All right, IIPR. That's a downtrend. Where is support? That's a good question because I don't see any that's holding so far. Check out this kind of move. Yeah, looks like found a little bit of support at the 50% retrace, and it may test on down right here. Resistance on the upside move is going to be where this 144 EMA comes down. All right. AMD and NVIDIA both look pretty bad right now, along with SMH. Yeah, right down in the target zone today. That's if it can find some bullishness here, that's great for positive prices. Otherwise, it may retest the top of this activity from 2020 right down here. It may come down and retest that breakout right there. So somewhere around 58. If it can't hold that, then the next kind of pivot type area is going to be down here around 36. Top of that stuff, low of this stuff where it popped up through, came back down, found support. So be cautious on AMD. NVIDIA, I see that one on both sides on YouTube and in Zoom. This one's pushing lower. Already got to the C target there. Have to extend it down. So looking for something in this area, probably right around 125. Just watch out for that to finish up right down in there. Alrighty. Let's see. UAA. Is that Under Armour? Yeah. That looks pretty bad. And obviously didn't work out up there. Let's remove the drawings. Yeah, retesting the lows from COVID. That's pretty not great. Doesn't have a long lower to go. If it breaks through that, I don't know where the bottom is. But that's a big downtrend. and just continuing down. So, all righty. Shopify. It looks like that one's still continuing to, let's see, this one did the split. Yeah. Clear all my previous drawings. Trying to get this. As we've got this support level coming across right there. We want to see that hold. If that doesn't hold, then we're going to get a deeper retrace. And it looks like this stuff probably from 2019, maybe where it visits next if we don't break higher. So looks like we're going to come down in there. I would say if you are looking to get long in shop, a break back above 41.50, 42, something that holds above there. But then you also have this 144 EMA to contend with that's coming down. So a lot of headwind for shop to start getting positive here. So Amazon's still looking for that lower consolidation test into that box. Get a little bit of volatility bounce off the top of the box here. Still looking for it to retest into this 100, 80 to 100 zone right here. Still think it's gonna head down there. So it's got a path of, or it's got a trend of lower highs going here. So breaking above that could be a first sign, but this is going to be resistance up here. This high it made around 128. So looking for it to continue down for now. All right. Let's see. Next up, BSY. So that's a downtrend. Down, down, down. Yeah, it's riding down that trend at this point. Don't see it breaking out. If it comes back up here, it may find resistance. If it can break above, if you want to set an alert, something getting back above 45, it looks like, and staying above there is going to be positive. But right now, anything below there, I would expect, starting to look like continuation lower. So while I am hopeful we see some positive action on the S&P 500, a lot of these charts still looking pretty rough. So TGB, that one looks like it's close to going out of business here. So I don't have much to say on that one. That's looks bad. Yeah, MRK. Got to bounce off the roadmap line. If I'm not mistaken, that was on the roadmap watch list a few weeks back. Looking for a move out to 98 and possibly 102 above that on the upside. All right, ZIM. Couldn't break through the 144 or not the 144. Couldn't break through the 618 up here, and got a deeper retrace. So how low can she go? 2, 3. Looks like we need a little bit lower, around 38. Find support there and bounce. That'll be bullish for a move back up. All right. What do I think the bottom for Ethereum is? Join crypto power plays and you'll get the exact numbers there. In Netflix, still working on getting down to the target here around this 145 area. Break it below that. We've got some lower targets on down here around 45. And that could, that could take a while. So just watch out. Very cautious on Netflix. Has a pattern to go lower, and they're not necessarily super bullish right now. All right. Yeah. Does Mora would ever pass 20 or more? I have a triple digit target on Mora. And I talk about that in crypto power plays. Let's see, LMT. Sitting on the roadmap line right now with a downtrend of lower highs coming across there. It's got to break out of that downtrend to be positive. Otherwise, it could revisit some lower levels here, retest this gap it did back here potentially. Be cautious on LMT. All right, let's see. Google. It's still consolidating this zone in here. So we're heading towards a split. The splits have not been super positive for tech so far lately. So we may see a deeper retrace down around this 1870 level after the split. Apple still unable to break out of the downtrend. 123 was my target on the downside, unless we can break out of this, downtrend. So downtrend of lower highs, Apple's got to prove it and break out of this to see some positive action. If it bounces down in the next couple of days, we're going to see a lower low in Apple and probably in the bigger market. So this is Apple's the #1 volume stock most days. So as goes Apple, as goes the market for a lot of days, or as goes the market, as goes Apple. Just depends on which way you want to look at it. Correlation is not causation. So Apple going down does not cause the market to go down, but they tend to be correlated. So BBBY, and that's a downtrend, and wouldn't surprise me if they go belly up. COVID lows right back here, and not far to test them. I'm not going to say it's going to bounce. It can keep on trucking down. So DVN, Delta Victor November. That one's got a nice retrace. Breaking below the support, so it could get a deeper retrace there. It's the point where it kind of found support early in the year. It's kind of testing those lows again. So it can pull it down just a hair more. Yeah, stretch right down to the bottom of the lows that we've had since February. Breaking down through that, we could see a move on down to the 42 area, along with these lows back here. Try to get that actually straight. There we go. So we could see a move down to there. Just watch out. All right, AEP. Yeah, that's potential to snap out of this correction here. Had a 3-wave retrace that pushed well below the 1618. Coming back above the red map line, getting a retrace. So that retrace looks like may get just a little bit deeper there, back down to 91. If we do that and then break through this way, that's going to put us at least target up to 103 to 106, with the potential to break out and move to higher prices. And look at the confluence of the bigger pullback. Yeah, I'd give a primary target in this area here, probably. So not all horrible. Let's see, PSX. I'll do a couple more and then I'll wrap this portion up. Phillips looks like it's broken down through the roadmap line. Potentially going to get a little bit deeper retrace. Broke the uptrend of the lows. So we can see it return back down into the 70 area potentially. We had this consolidation right here. Revisit that quickly and easily. All right. Sorry, Donald, I didn't see your I'm like 20 something messages behind. PANW. Still working on that channel there. Just kind of riding the lower end of the channel. Hadn't broken out, hadn't broken down. Hanging out right with the 144 EMA. Looks like it needs to pop through and retest the top of the channel. Breaking out would be bullish. I mean, it is an uptrend, but if you can't break out, it's probably going to return back down and retest the lower part of this trend channel thing once again. All right, OLLI. And yeah, looks like it's starting to break out, starting to get higher prices on OLLI. Bargain stuff. That's, Dollar General, stuff like that tends to do well. Yeah, see, Dollar General getting a nice run. Some of these lower cater to people in harder times stocks. Let's see, Dollar Tree, DLTR. Yeah, all getting this kind of gap up move, potential bullish thing as we stare down the recession. So KSS, big drop. Nothing good there. They're a buyout potential, aren't they? Something like that. And retail is usually hit pretty hard during recessions. This one could retrace right down there. All right, a couple more. Let's see, Mara in YouTube. 530 is the price I've got down there for support. It's not on this chart, but on my other chart, 530, and we got right in that zone. So we're basically right at the target. I don't have much lower targets for Mara right now. Kind of potentially at the bottom. So looking for Bitcoin to react there. All right, let's see. Lulu. I'll do a couple more. Yeah. Looking for that to pull on down just a little bit more. It's already getting close to the target here. Finding support at that long-term high from back in before COVID. Find a little support there, but it may push on down just a little bit more. Costco showing a little bit positive move there, breaking back above the one. It's got resistance right here. It's got to get above. If you can't get above that resistance right around 500, then it can bounce down and retest the lows again. All right. See a whole lot more. Can't get to everything. So sorry. I put out the new double dip trade in Discord last week. The report will be forthcoming. So let's pop back over here and give you a little slideshow here. So today, our opening bell alerts group opened and closed out 2 positions for astonishing 650% gain in less than 4 hours. It was pretty crazy. So while the S&P is down nearly 20% over the last 6 months, we made over 650% on these 2 trades in 4 hours. The overall return for the year, 2,214.45 net ROI in the track record, and a lot of the members in opening bell alerts have outperformed me by leaps and bounds. So I'm not saying that those returns are typical or that we'll ever get another win. There's always risk in trading. I do take losses, and that 2,214% is with wins and losses included. So while this is an incredible hot streak, I wanted to give you a special opportunity to get access to this incredible program. It's opening bell alerts. As soon as you join, you'll get a link to join me in the day trade room tomorrow morning. And we'll wait for my custom built robot to kick us off the alert at 9 a.m., well before the market opens. I'll issue a trade signal if I'm going to take the trade, just like I did today. And you're never alone in these alerts. That's the big thing. I'll be right there in the room with you, as long as I can. And the other 100, 200, whatever it is, members are there along with you. A lot of them are, like I said, get better returns than I do. Plus, I've pre-recorded a complete masterclass to help you get started. I highly, highly suggest you watch that before you come join us in the morning if you jump in on this today. So on top of all that, though, we go live once a month, and any of your questions, I'll answer them. We go through any trades that set up, any quirks to it. I'll walk you through any updates to the system, answer any questions, and we'll just, have a good time making sure everybody's got the concept of these opening bell alerts. And I have a couple bonuses. I've got 3 elements of an opening bell super surge, so you can get that report. And then I also have the options power play to enhance your returns. It's just a little tweak on, using some of the math, the market math, and finding an optimal return inside the options chain. It's not always present, but sometimes they are, and they can really turbocharge winners. They're not going to make losers into winners, but they make winners into bigger winners if you take advantage of this little quirk in the options chains. And I've got this report. I'll give it to you for free, just for popping on and being a member today. So I never want anybody to join me with doubts in their mind. So I'm going to give a full 30-day money-back guarantee on this. You can join me tonight, trading the opening bell tomorrow, and every day for the next month. If you're not completely satisfied with your experience, I'll get your refund. It's the least I can do to try to make you feel 100% confident. So I know that people need a program like this, and not everyone can afford elitist prices right now. So I'm going to slash this down, something I've never really done before. Even though you may have missed it, I'm going to extend the founders membership to you today, get you in, not at $5,000, not at $2,250, just $1,497 a year. So keep in mind, that's for a system that's already cranked out 2,214% returns this year, on track to make over 4,000 returns for the entire year. Plus, you get direct access to me, multiple trade opportunities every single week, the bot, the improvements that I have planned, and a whole bunch of extra bonuses. I don't know what else to say here. I'll give you the whole strategy. So for today's special offer, I'm going to go a step further, though, because I really want you to get started ASAP. I'm going to comp you the rest of July if you join me here today. So you actually get 13 months. Your membership will start August 1st for that 12 months. So that's going to be 10 to 15 extra bonus trades with the kind of potential I showed you today. Absolutely no extra cost. So rest of July is free. Go to jeffreytrader.com/July. Call 855-454-0816 to take advantage of this special discount offer, $14.97. And have anything for swing traders? Market roadmap. That's kind of killing it. So that's what I got for swing traders. This is my best trade though, right here. I focused on this one. The beta test. I have the beta test I talked about last week is a swing trade. It lasts for 4 to 6 days, sometimes a little longer, sometimes as short as 1 day. So existing members find the bonus material. I'm not sure. I think we have it. That's a good question. Mark, put your email in there. I'll get somebody to email you back. Average trade cost. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up the statistics and we'll share them with you. Let's see, sheets. And so Penny says the bonuses are on the webpage and the members area. I don't usually spend a lot of time in the members area. I spend my time in Discord. So, all right, let me get a screenshot. Pull this over. And how do we zoom it? There's a different snipping tool than on the pops up on the other computer. Let's see a zoom. Let's see if I can do it a different way. Snip and sketch. There's the other app. Let's see. Oh. Where'd that just go? Nope. Being difficult. Hold on 1 second. Sneaky thing. There we go. There we go. That one has a zoom. There you go. Make that bigger. So here's we have 54 wins, 21 losses, win rate is 72%, total trade 75, average trade cost 75 cents, $75, 75.6. Average loss is 80%, average gain is 72.4%, total return with one contract is $8.06 or $806. Current return on average cost, 1,000%. Cumulative percent gains, 2,200%, with an annualized projection of 4,400%. All right. If you're in Echo Trades in Discord, just go to the channels. If you don't have access to the channels, hit me up in roles. We'll get you sorted out. I'm not going to be able to take your name here and associate that. So you need help in Discord, let me know in Discord. We'll do the best we can to get you sorted out. And of course, that didn't work. Mark, I'm going to try to get your information. Any more questions on opening bell alerts? It's not a futures contract. It's not a it's IWM is the Russell 2000 ETF. It's like trading SPY, but it's trading IWM is the Russell. So that's what we trade on. Has a special quirk. I go through it all in the master class. We have a bot that helps us determine if the trade's set up. It's just a piece of software that I coded in Python that pulls live market data, lets us know. I'm working on adding some more alerts to it, some live updates along the way during the day based on the indicator that I've been using that I talked about in the last live class. So I gave the whole indicator code in Discord today. So that's right out there for you. It's not futures. It's not anything crazy. It's just regular old puts and calls. So nothing crazy. All right. I'm going to try to get your help, Mark. All right. Any other questions? The alert's given out when, so whether the day is tradable or not is determined at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then, if it's tradable at 9 o'clock, there's the possibility that it becomes non-tradable by the open. We keep you updated in Discord as it goes. Now, when the actual entry to the trade occurs, it definitely depends on the price action. Some days are just, even though the trade setup is there, it's not an entry setup. So Yeah, Python is pulling live market data from alpaca.markets. Just live price data, price and volume. If you didn't know about alpaca.markets, it's a algo traders broker. How long is typical trade? That was right on there. Let's see. Where did you go? Average win time is 80 or 50, 80, 58.3 minutes. Right there. Average win time, 58.3 minutes. All right. Right there. That was really fat. Right there. All right. Any other questions? Let's see, I hit escape real quick. Yeah, if you go over here, alpaca.markets. Right there. And they got basically you can, get stocks and ETFs and crypto and market data, and you can plug it into TradingView and do algorithmic trading and all the stuff. So alrighty. Working on adding more stuff to the bot, like I said. All right, let's go wrap it up. It's been about 49 minutes of awesome. Thanks, everybody. Mark, I got your request to customer service. Try to have somebody help you. Anybody else got anything that I missed? Now's the time to let me know. Yeah, doing the best I can for you. hopefully it helps. So, last minute remarks. Just joined the webinar. There's a line on the screen that separates going up and down. That's the Mohammed, if you're still watching on YouTube, the line that you're asking about is probably the 144 EMA. Yeah, this black line coming across here, that's the 144 EMA. That's the one I like to use. Everybody asks, why not the 20 and 50? Why not? Because I don't use it. I mean, it's just, I use fib-based stuff. 144 is a fib number, and I use that Fibonacci EMA. It works more than it doesn't work for me. So I don't have another session at 7. This is it for me for today. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to wrap it up. Hope everybody had a good time. One last call. If you want to get in on these opening bell alerts, jeffreytrader.com/July, or give my team a call at 855-454-0816. So jeffreytrader.com/July. Yeah. Bye, boss, baby. Kimberly, I'll see you later. Coming over dinner. So, yeah, I sent that to myself. That was cool. Not cool. There's that. And throw it in the chat over here. There we go. All right. That's it. Wrapping it up. 10 people still on YouTube. See you later. Almost 100 people still on Zoom. See you later. Bye, everybody.